So I created the clusters on my thing here. So now I'm going to take these two clusters. I'm going to shift select. I'm going to take this one and parent it to this controller. So this controls that one. I'm going to take this cluster and parent it to this one. Voila. So now if I move this, it will move that cluster, and this bottom one moves this cluster. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and we're going to go to Windows, Hypergraph Hierarchy, and I'm just going to look to see where everything's at. And this looks okay. There's the spline king. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and do show all again, so I can see what we have. And I just want to make sure that this does indeed work. And it does. Good. Now what you're going to notice is that I get a little bit of rotation this way. However, I do not get anything for turning, which I'm going to need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the rotate Y of this to the twist attribute of this. It'll work pretty well. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to hold shift and select this. So I have this and this selected. And then I'm going to go to Window, General Editors, Connection Editor. And you can see it's going to go from the neck controller to the IK handle. And I'm going to go ahead and look for rotate. And I want rotate Y. And I'm scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see where it says twist, to the twist. And now when I rotate this, it will indeed twist it. So now it's like it follows this perfectly. Okay. And that allows us to basically control, and I can have this thing peck or whatever. All right. And this one will control the bottom one. So you can see like I can kind of rotate this around, and that's all good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and actually take this one and parent it to this one, because I want when this rotates just to go ahead and rotate both of them. It just makes the most sense to me. And I'm going to take this one and parent it to this one. And we're going to take this one and parent it to this one. All right. So when I move this, it moves all those items. And then we're going to take the legs, both of them, and parent them to this. So now when I move this, it should move the entire character. And when I move this, it moves everything but the legs. And you can see now we have our rig. The one thing I don't like that you may notice is that I'm getting foot slippage, which kind of stinks. So there's a couple ways to go about that. The way I'm going to do it is I am going to go ahead and create an IK handle from, oops, not that one, an IK handle, which is this button here, and I'm going to choose single chain solver. I'm going to go from here to here. I'll hit Y to bring that tool back up, here to here. And then I am just going to parent this to this, and I will parent this one to this. And now you'll see no matter what, even when I move the body here, come on, it won't affect that. Okay, so that fixes that problem. All right, that's all looking pretty good. Let me see, what else do I need to do with this guy? That looks good there. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean some things up here. So I'm going to select all of these items here. So all the things in the top, I'm going to hit Control G to make a group. And I am just going to call this the RIA_GRP for group. So now the RIA is in one big group, and I have it rigged. Okay, so it's obviously a really simple kind of crummy rig, but it should do the job. Nothing too fantastic. Some of this is moving a bit more than I would like, but I'm going to kind of let that go. So let's go ahead and show. I'm going to turn joints off just so I can get an idea. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Okay. Obviously, painting the weights and stuff would be good, but for lack of time, I am not going to. All right, so we're going to call that good as far as the rig's concerned. So I'm going to do Control-Shift-S, and I'm going to save this as the next version. Boom, and 3. And I'm also going to save it again, and this time I'm going to save it as rig. So _RIG, all caps. Okay, and that way I know whenever I'm working, that's the one you bring in. Okay, so that is good. That's good. So next what we're going to do basically is just animate it. So we have to animate a couple different cycles in order for our stuff to work.